ERDF-funded project, which is a European project, to support local digital and creative businesses.
What are the advantages of being part of the incubation programme at Ravensbourne?
At the moment, because it's funded by the European monies, it is actually at no charge for companies to join, as long as they're in the digital creative sector with some growth potential.
50% of the deals don't go through between the proposal and the follow-up stage, because one of them loses momentum, or one of them loses steam. So make it really clear beforehand, saying, if I put this proposal together, partnership, would you promise me that we'll have a follow-up meeting in a month or two max?
You have said there is no such thing as a self-made millionaire. Please comment this.
I do believe there's no such thing as a self-made millionaire. It's always been the people who supported them, that once they've gotten their team. Every millionaire has a left-hand and a right-hand person.
Sitting there in front of a desk day after day trying to think, is my business going to be a success? It's a lot different to when you're actually standing in front of the customers, listening to their feedback, creating designs on the fly, rapidly, and seeing your business emerge.
What usually people miss when starting up a business?
I think the key challenge for a startup is to actually directly hear the voice of the customer. So moving away from being sat at the desk and imagining the future business or designing things on the computer to actually just going out and talking to customers face to face.
Whoever you have as a role model, you have to think, well, I want to maybe be as successful as them, but in my own way, in my own journey.
When would an entrepreneur know when it's time to seek out a coach's advice or help in their path?
They would definitely know at the point where they're struggling. That's often when people come to me when they're sort of not, they're a bit stuck, they're unclear, they need some definition of what they're doing, and they need a roadmap of how to get forward.
At the idea stage, your business strategy. You should just be sounding everybody out. Here's my idea, go and pitch it to people, get their feedback. Technical strategy, go talk to some experts. So there's a lot of people.
What are the main skills required for project management?
Well, this is a very interesting question. So there are a lot of project managers today who are domain experts, and that means that they've learned in their industry how things work best, and now they apply that knowledge and manage projects to a way that they find effective. There's a lot of theory about how this can be.
In other words, targeting specifically the audience that you want. Which means you must understand exactly, as I said before, what their needs are and trigger that buying decision in them.
To start up a business, we need to have a brand.
That's actually a very, very good question, because most people's perception and belief that a brand is just a logo. And so when they start up a business, they think, right, I need to get a logo, I need to get some business cards, I need to get a website, without actually thinking, what are the core values of the business itself? The values of the kind of customers they want to attract, because it's just like people.
Look into these three kind of brands, there is a very big opportunity. How can we mix these brands and make people choose for a product because of the prices, the ice, and the market? Think about it. For instance, Apple make it. You buy an Apple because it's cool. It's related to your princess brand. You also buy it because of ice. It's a few more expensive, but it's much better, it's faster, and also related to your monkey brand.
Just to get the first like £20,000 worth of commitment in, but in the last week, literally £60,000 showed up, and we got to £151,000, and that was a mix of equity, donations, and loans. It's a very good platform because people have got three different things that they can put in. They can loan the money, and they can choose their interest rate. And
for new businesses or any businesses that are looking to get into crowdfunding the site, how would you say, how important is it for them to create a community?
Yeah, I was just here at the conference just explaining how powerful it is when you have a tribe which loves what you do, which is energized, which really sees the vision of what you're trying to create. And when you have a tribe that's really bought into that, and it doesn't have to be about size, it's actually about the energetic connection.
Because what the entrepreneur worries about is completely the wrong thing. what the entrepreneur goes is, no, you have no understanding of my business. My business is so special. I couldn't possibly condense my business down to 4 minutes. It's so splendid and special. I'm special as well, and they won't get me. And in many cases, they're absolutely right that they won't get them, and that's quite cool.
What is it?
I'm Chief Executive Founder of Angels Den, which is an angel matching service. We introduce entrepreneurs to business angels.
Why are you in business?
Why am I in business? Because I love children, and I want to save the planet, and I love dolphins, and and I can make some money as well.
What does your job?
Academic rigour in this respect instills self-discipline and underpins self-confidence and self-belief, convincing and persuading customers to buy. Dogged determination.
How does a formal entrepreneurship course keep the spirit among students?
That's a very good question. I think we're not like some old Victorian Dickensian school where we're sort of knocking any individuality out of them. I think the key thing is to maintain the spirit of enthusiasm and inspiration. But
at the end of the day, when you leave work, you can learn to switch off so that you're basically free from the stresses of the day. And if you can learn to get effective sleep, then you can build up energy. And what you notice is you'll have more energy the more you keep going on and being proactive in managing your energy. This is what we call an energy cycle, which is just there.
What do you mean by high performance culture?
So what I mean by high performance is getting great results without stressing yourself out. And when you're engaged in what you're doing and you enjoy it as well. So in terms of high performance culture, it's culture when people are getting great results, fantastic results, and enjoying what they're doing. It's a sense of